Howdy, howdy. Yeah. It's morning. I hope everybody's doing well this morning. For the first night in a couple of weeks, I slept well. I'm not used to that anymore. Okie dokie. So I think... Oh, neck go crack. I'm still kind of creaky and cracky this morning. I'm sorry for that. So I'm thinking before we get going on the next story mission, we should go ahead and fill in some of these Bracer Guild requests and try to get our rank up. Looking for a rare mushroom that grows only where there are rich deposits of septium in the ground. Should be an easy, fun job. For details, come seek me out. My name is Orvid, and I'll be waiting at the landing port. Okay, I have a feeling that's going to send us into the mine, most likely. Landing port is up this way. I gotta find this Orvid. There he is. Darn bracers, how long do they intend to keep me waiting? If they don't hurry and get here, I'm going to miss my flight. Video shards! Welcome! I should have expected as much from a rural backwater burg like this. Huh? Well, LB, that's the bracer emblem if I'm not mistaken. I've been waiting for you to show up. I have an urgent job, so do you have some time to hear my request? Yep. Sure, we got some time. Great, this really helps me out a lot. Alright, let me give you a rundown and explain the details of the job. Let me formally introduce myself. I am Orvid, representative for Orvid Company Limited. I am Estelle, and this is Joshua. It's nice to meet you. Estelle and Joshua, is it? The two of you are quite young, if I do say so myself. We're actually pretty new to this whole bracer thing. Greenhorns. Yeah, well, I guess you'll have to do. Pardon? Never mind. I was just talking to myself. Alright, let's get down to business. Please excuse my lack of decorum, but I'm in a bit of a hurry. Sure. At the moment, I'm looking for a rare mushroom called the firefly fungus. It is said that it only grows in soil rich with septium. There are records of it being picked here in Relent, but no shops seem to carry it. However, it is a vital necessity that I get my hands on one, so I put in a request at the guild house. Soil rich with septium, I can only think of the Malga Trail as a possible location. Do you know any other characteristics of these mushrooms? It seems that it normally grows in areas with patches of grass. However, since it's buried in the dirt, if you don't look closely, you won't find it. Yeesh. This one sounds like it's going to be a pain. But once you dig one up, you'll know if it's a firefly fungus or not. For one thing, it glows with a light green color. So that's why it's called a firefly fungus. Well, that makes sense. Alright, have I explained things clearly enough? So basically, all we need to do is find a glowing mushroom in a patch of grass along the Malga Trail, right? Looks that way to me. Well, if they're really growing in the ground, we probably won't be able to find one so easily. If you run into any trouble, come back and speak with me again. I ask that you find one as soon as possible. Okay, so the Malga Trail. But yes, it has been a while since you've been here, Video Shards. It's good to have you. This one's the Malga Trail, right? Okay, so we're looking for the little grassy patches. These should be no real threat anymore. Yeah, we can almost one-shot these now. ahead and focus. You'll be dead before you can use it. And die.
We're good to go.
Yeah, I wish I had that kind of setup when I was streaming. That'd be handy. I'm assuming that when we find one, the little icon will pop up. Telling us what we found.
Good to go.
Pretty sure I know right where it's going to be. I almost hate to waste my time on these fights, but if nothing else, they still give me some set time, so. I just noticed, it seems like I'm running a little louder than usual. Is the sound from the game echoing from the mic picking the music from the speakers up? If it is, let me know and I can turn it down a little bit. Ace of Thorns, welcome!
Good to go!
My prediction was off. I take it from no comment that I'm worrying over nothing about a sound echo from the speakers. Just a second. Once this fight's over, I'll adjust the volume settings. Because that's what I'm worried about it picking up, is it picking up the game through the microphone. Otherwise, the settings are the same as I always use. Okay, I can take care of that too. I'll have to finish this fight. Is it louder than usual? Because if it is, that's weird. Because these are the exact same settings I've used since the start of the game. Let's see here. That should be better. Ah, crap.
Go!
Finish that one off.
All right, we rule.
Crap, turn around. And these things can actually potentially hurt us. No. Let's both attack this one. And then we might as well blow these.
Here I come.
Let's do this! That's that then. Let's move out.
I mean, I presume when we find what we're looking for, it'll kind of light up a little interact action for me. Huh. found in grassy patches along the Malga Trail. The path over to the tower, that's where I'm heading next. Ah, crap. This is gonna hurt. I would think so. That's why I've been trying to check them all.
All right, we're good to go.
Let's see here. There we go. Aha! What's with the sudden outburst? I found it! Now to claim our prize! Isn't that... You think so too? The place it's growing seems about right, and it's got that soft green glow. This has to be that firefly fungus that What's-His-Face was talking about. You mean Orvid, right? Yeah, that's who I meant. It doesn't look all that tasty, but I'm sure it's pretty for a mushroom. Almost like the glow of Septium, if you ask me. Septium? What's up, Joshua? I may be worrying too much, but I think you better put that mushroom in your bag quickly, Estelle. What the... Got a feeling. Just like I figured. This mushroom attracts... Estelle, look out! Not that we really have anything to fear from this fight. That should be the finish.
That's that then. Let's move out.
Now that was a surprise, I tell you. Did you put that thing away? Yep, it's all taken care of. The The light emitted by raw septium has the power to attract monsters. This mushroom also seems to have the same effect. That sneaky merchant! He never mentioned a single thing about this. Anyway, let's hurry back to town. Right, just wait till I get my hands on you, you conniving merchant. Okay, I'm gonna try to avoid fights on the way back. Crap. That one caught me. Just a single one of these guys, we should be able to hit it.
All right, we're good to go.
Okay, we're back past the crossroads. Now just back south through this main pass. And we're back to town. Let's go turn in our quest. Lord Pettit, welcome to the stream. Good to have you here this morning. What's that you say? You found the mushroom? Yup, we found it all right. Oh, wonderful. But it might be different than the one we heard about from you. You see, this mushroom attracts monsters. Oh, well, it's like this. So even though you knew the risk, you hired us for the job, Orvid? What? How was I supposed to know something like that? And besides, the Bracer's job is to deal with danger, right? Well, a little heads up would have been nice so we could have at least been prepared. Never mind us, the big question here is your motive. What do you intend to use this mushroom for? Yeah, this thing could be a weapon. Fess up, you had some big nefarious plan in mind, right? A nefarious mushroom plan. What? Isn't it obvious what I'm going to use it for? For cooking, of course. What? Cooking? Are you trying to tell me that people actually eat this thing? This is why it's such a pain to deal with country bumpkins. In the hands of a skilled chef, the more distinct the ingredient, the more profound the taste. And from that perspective, the firefly fungus is the king of them all. This is, no doubt, the ultimate ingredient. So pretty much what you're saying is that it's for people with bizarre eating habits. That's the talk of one unacquainted with true delicacy. But then again, commoners such as yourself would never have an opportunity to try such dishes. And praise be to heaven for that. I'd never want to gnaw on a ratty green mushroom like that. Agreed. It looks pretty nasty. Anyway, I have other business preparations to make. Now, if you don't mind, I'll ask that you hand over the mushroom and leave. Yeah, please take it. On behalf of this mushroom, I shall turn a blind eye to your ignorance. And as promised, I will pay you, so be grateful to your client. Nobody's going to buy that mushroom, I hope you know. Come on, Joshua, let's go. Please excuse us, we will be going now. Yes, please do. Well, that's one down. Really quick, while I'm thinking about it, let's go to the shops. Let's see here. Whoop, wrong button. Here's the Orbital Factory. We can open this slot for him now. And let's see here. I'll open a third slot for Estelle. And I think I'll give them each... Oh, let's see here. What did his slot offer? All is okay. Okay, so I'm getting him an attack 1, 2. What's this? Ooh. No, I want to do that for now. Well, wow, how cute is this? Let's see what's next. I am searching for a flower known as a bear claw and a monster wing. The former is native to the forest of Mistwald, south of Rolent, and the later comes from insect lice monsters. Anyone who finds this item, please come see me at the Rolent Chapel. We might not be able to do that just yet. Let's try this. The soldiers stationed at the Vert Bridge are set to undergo special training, and we're looking for a few good men or women to play the parts of enemy soldiers. If you're up to the task, contact Chief Warrant Officer Ashton at the Vert checkpoint to the west end of this main road. Let's go for that. Go ahead and turn in the mushrooms. And let's see here. Let's go ahead. Do this. Equip. Give everyone some boots. Boost our defense a little bit. I think we're going to head home and see if we can rest. Or did we already refill our TP? No. Rest. Yeah, she may have a side quest or something later, or who knows, maybe she eventually becomes a party member. I'm pretty sure we're going to have more than just Estelle and Joshua at some point. So am I, Dracnon, so am I. Okay, we have the best weapons and armor we can buy now, so let's go do this training mission. It's at the end of the road. Here we go. This is just between you and me, but the chief used to be part of the Royal City's main forces. They even say he showed some incredible promise as a leader. I wonder what could have caused him to be stationed here. The chief almost blew his top when he caught me fishing in the river over there. Man, it's such a waste when there are so many good fish. The water is so cool and refreshing, too. LP573, welcome. I assume we go on in. Well, if it isn't Estelle and Joshua, too. Oh, hello, Chief Warrant Officer Ashton. It's been a while since we last met. Yes, it has. So I've heard my boy Luke caused you a lot of trouble, did he? I'm absolutely ashamed as a father. I'm sure it's perfectly normal for a boy his age to be naughty like that. I mean, even I ran around outside of town when I was young. Yeah, and you're supposed to be a girl. You're certainly as full of energy as usual. I'd love to get you to share some of that vigor with my new recruits. I've been thinking recently about doing a simulated battle to whip my men into shape. Malkuth! Been a while! So I put in a request at the guild for a few good men or women to play the part of enemy soldiers. I think the pair of you would be the perfect fit for the job, so how about it? Can you do this for me? Accept. Sure, we'll do it. We'll gladly accept. Thanks, I really appreciate this. Go ahead and take a break until the preparations are ready. If I don't have you in tip-top condition, then there's no point in doing the training. Then I'm ready for an afternoon nap. All right, then, we'll get ourselves ready. Sure, please do what you need to do. All right, training begins now. Everyone advance 5 steps forward. Ready yourselves. I know I was bored before, but I know it's just training and all, but it still scares the living daylights out of me. This is a training exercise, so please refrain from speaking. You all need to take this seriously as if this were a real battle. Estelle and Joshua, you don't need to hold back on my men. That was my intention from the beginning. We'll do as you request. Yikes! Forward! There's one down. That should probably do it.
All right, we're good to go.
Cease fighting. This training is over. Ow, ow, ow. Oh my goodness, it's finally over. Good job, everyone. Can I say pathetic? Are you guys really supposed to be soldiers? Hey, you be quiet. We're not all feral kids like you. How about you try and say that one more time? Knock it off, Scout. Training is over. You seriously need to cool down too, Estelle. I hate sore losers. Private Scott, Private Harold, I think what Estelle just said a moment ago is how the citizens of this region really feel. Do you really have what it takes to protect them? It seems as though the both of you need to take another look in the mirror. Yes, sir. Very good. Do not forget what you learned today and strive to fulfill your duties. Estelle and Joshua, thanks for your hard work today. Thanks to you, I think my soldiers have gotten the wake-up call they needed. There's no need to thank us. It's us who should be thanking you. This was excellent training. I agree. This was a good learning experience. If you think so, then you're set for life as bracers. Though our positions may be different, we are both here to serve the public. Although I can't do much else, I'll pray for success for the both of you. Sure, and thanks again. Take care of yourself. I will, and I hope to be seeing you again sometime. Okay, let's go report that one in and see what's next. Whoop. We got a preemptive on accident. I think I fought these once before and they just ran away. Not this time, they're attacking. That one ran. Well, let's see if we can't... There they go.
Piece of cake.
I gotta say, though, they really crafted a pretty neat little world here. I like the setting and the whole Orbmid concept and everything else. Okay. Lost kitten. I'm looking for my lost kitten. Please meet me on the cafe terrace. Okie dokie. What am I ever to do? I hope those bracers will show up sometime soon. Did I hear you say you're looking for a couple of bracers? Yes, that's right. Does this mean that you are they? It sure does. Even that handsome young man, too. That's right, myself included. Well, what a pleasant surprise this is. There certainly seem to be a lot of people with the name Bracer these days. Huh? Does this mean that you are brother and sister or something like that? You know, that's gotta be it. When people have the same name, it usually means they're family. Well, I guess that's kind of how it is for us. Stell, I think this lady has no idea what bracers are. She seems to have mistaken the word bracer for somebody's name. You can't be serious. May I ask that the two of you are whispering to each other about? It'll be a pain to explain all of this to her, so let's just go along with what she says. I'll try. You seem to be troubled over something, ma'am. My goodness, for such a cute little dumpling, you catch on quick. Young boys are so considerate. Hey, are you really distressed, or are you just trying to flirt with someone who's way too young for you? Oh, that's right, I am. I am so distressed. My little Errol hasn't come home. I carelessly dozed off here at the cafe, and she vanished. And who is Errol exactly? My little kitten. She's so snuggle-wuggly. Oh, and if I might add, it's not just her face that's so cute, it's her personality as well. What's the color of your kitten's fur? Let me think for a moment. Maybe it's like the color of the evening sun in autumn shining down upon a field of wheat. So it's tannish? I think she's just out running around somewhere, so if you find her, please bring her back. Understood. We'll start by looking for her outdoors. If we find her, we'll come back and report to you. I'll be waiting right here for you. Good luck, Mr. and Mrs. Bracer. So I'm presuming the damn cat's probably going to be somewhere in the town. There it is. Look! Joshua, is that cat? It looks like the one that lady was looking for. I'm certain that's the one. We'd better hurry and catch it. Guessing it went this way? No, it's the sewers. Now where'd the damn thing run off to? Darn cat. Here we go. Look, it's that cat again. Get back here. This is just like back at the Purzel farm. Seems like we're doing a lot of chasing these days. Captain K, welcome. As do I. Estelle, wait a minute. Maybe that kitten is trying to... Oh no, it's getting away! It went toward the chapel. Let's hurry and catch it. Here we go again. There's nowhere left to run, little kitty. It's time to be caught. Is there something I can help you with? Something which appeared to be an animal ran that way. Be a good kitty and surrender. Stay right there like that, and... Estelle, don't corner her like that. What do you intend to tell her owner if she takes a dive off the terrace? I know that, but it's not like there's any other way to catch her. Come here, Errol. That's right, this way. I'm sorry the big bad Estelle scared you like that. Jerk. Come on, let's go back to see your owner. That's a good girl, Errol. All right, let's go. Your owner's waiting for you. And that's pretty much everything that happened. I'm pretty sure that Errol was on her way back to see you from the beginning. Each time we saw her, she had been walking towards the cafe. Now that you mention it, that does seem like what happened. There's a chance that because of us, she ended up coming back this late. Oh, don't be silly. You two brought her back safe and sound. I'm really grateful to the both of you. But especially you, Mr. Bracer. You are just the cat's meat. Oh my god. Oh, I think she's worse than Estelle. I can't even bring myself to read that line. I'll take that as a compliment. You're blushing, Joshua. I'd sure like to put a collar on you. Oh my god. I love this game. I apologize, but we're going to need to get back and report to the guild. Have a nice day. See you later. Oh yes, I hope to be seeing a lot more of Mr. Bracer. Oh my god. What's next? A ferocious monster known as a pine plant has been spotted roving the Milch Main Road. Bracers from this branch are requested to deal with this threat immediately. Okay, Milch Main Road. That's this way, if I remember correct. Let's see here. You know what? I think I saw this thing last time. This thing. There it is. Exterminate. I'd say we were properly prepared for this one. When you want... Oh, boy. Ow!
All right, we rule.
That part was unexpected. Well, let's... That hurt. And you are when you want to be, Lord Pettit. Oh, boy. That was somewhat unexpected. Anyway, we've almost got the board caught up. A ferocious monster known as a Rhino-Cider has been spotted roving the Elze Highway. Bracers from this branch are requested to deal with it immediately. Now let's go rest. Okay. Request from the Liberal News reporter to lend some assistance getting coverage on a news story. Details available from the client at the Hotel Rolent. So let's go ahead and proceed with the story now. I think those other two can wait for a bit. Well, good afternoon, Estelle and Joshua. Did you by any chance come for a visit? Would you like a spot of tea? I guess she hasn't headed back yet. We're scheduled to head to Bose on the next airliner. It looks like there have been a number of incidents going on in Bose recently, so I'm a bit worried. Next is the Bose region for us. Speaking of Bose, the Bose market is what I'm most looking forward to. I hear there are a lot of rare items from the Empire displayed in the stores. I've been stashing money away in anticipation of this day. Preparation is a go, shopping spirit is a go, and loads of money in the wallet is a go! Onward to the Bose market we go. Okay, where's this reporter we're supposed to meet? Vern, I was wondering if I could ask you something. Is it true that the people from the magazine company are staying here? Well, you're certainly right about that. Did you have some business with them? Actually, we're here representing the guild to cooperate with them on getting a story. Really? Is that so? Then I regret to inform you that both of them are out at the moment. Oh well, do you know where they went? The reporter fellow said something about heading over to the bar. How about you try asking there? The bar? Got it, thanks. We appreciate the help. Huh? Who are you kids supposed to be? Are you perhaps the reporter from the Liberal News? That's right, but how do you know that? I like getting the scoop on things, but I hate it when people try to pry in my life. What business do you have with me? We're here representing the Bracer Guild. We were told that you had requested an escort. Oh, so you finally come, have you? I've been waiting forever for you guys to show up. So, where's Cassius Bright? Well, the thing is, he had another job come up, so he's not even in Rolent. What? I came all the way here so I could get a story on this famous bracer. Crap, what a waste this trip has turned out to be. I don't get what you're so disappointed about, but there's no need to get your boxers in a bunch. We've got you covered. I guess I don't have much of a choice. You'll have to do. Wait, what did you just say? Don't get your boxers in a bunch? No, the "we've got you covered" part. What do you mean by that? It's just like Joshua said, we're your representative bracers. Oh, and here's our referral. Hand it over, guild referral. Hey, this has got to be some kind of bad joke. Are you trying to tell me that you little brats are bracers? Brats? Is that how you're supposed to address a lady? What do you mean, lady? There's nothing sexy about you in that outfit. If you don't like my assessment, then how about slipping into a skirt and acting like all the other girls your age? This clothing is specifically designed for those who wield a staff. And if this looks like a skirt too, are you blind? You're such a rude old man. Who are you calling an old man? I'm still in my 20s, damn it. Getting back to business, sir. The fact is that we were dispatched by the guild. I'd be more than happy to introduce you to someone else, but I don't know when they'll be free. I can't extend the deadline any longer. I guess I've got no other alternative. All right, rejoice, you kids. I'm going to leave this up to you. What a generous old man you are. Easy, Estelle. I'm Joshua, and this here is Estelle. And you are? I'm Nail Burns, ace reporter for the Liberal News. Although we won't be working long together, I hope you'll do a good job. I'll be grateful when this is all over, too. By the way, where is it exactly that you want us to guide you to? The way I see it, you need a trusty guide because you're headed somewhere dangerous, right? Right. My destination is the Esmalas Tower. I'm sure you've heard of it before. Ha! That's it? Not only have we heard of it, but we were there on a job not that long ago. Well, this may just work out after all. So what I really want you to do is guide us to the tower roof. I want to get a picture for the magazine. Well, aren't you the thrill seeker? By us, do you mean that someone else is coming along too? Yeah, I've got my camera woman with me. She said something about her Orbital camera not working right, so she took off to the Orbital factory. But you should have been back by now. If you're in a hurry, then wouldn't it be a good idea to head over there now? No doubt you're going to take off and get your story once you meet up with your partner, right? Yeah, that's true. All right, then, let's head straight to the tower once we pick my partner up from the Orbital factory. So I guess this is going to be a series where I'm going to have to protect him and his partner in combat. Wait, anything but that. Well, there she is. I'll do anything you ask. Just please give me back my camera. It's worth more to me than my life. This is a problem. What should I do about this, Dad? You're the one who took the job, so you're the one who has to deal with it. Huh? What's all the fuss about? Could this person be... That's her, all right. Hey, Dorothy, just how long are you going to keep me waiting? Neil, you came just at the right time. Please help me out here. What did you do this time? You didn't waste all your money, so now you don't have enough for repairs, did you? That's amazing! How did you guess? Are you like a clairvoyant or something? When you do the same thing that many times, even an idiot would know what's going on. Do you know this person? I'm sorry to ask this, but can I get you to pay the repair costs? Fine, but I'll need you to write it off as a business expense. How much? Let's see. The decorative clock and the repairs together are 2,000 mira. Hold on! I can understand the repairs, but what's the deal with the decorative clock? Well, I was looking around the store while he was doing the repairs, and I saw a pretty clock, and when I picked it up, it broke. But I'm glad we can write it off as a business expense. How wonderful is that? That kind of amount is not going to be covered. Crap. It looks like I'm going to have to pay out of my own pocket and get my money back later. Here's your 2,000 mira. And this is your receipt. This is an unbelievably awkward combination if I've ever seen one. No doubt about that. But the fact that it'll pay out of his own pocket or someone means he's probably pretty nice to work under. Sorry to keep you waiting, kids. Had to take care of a little trouble. Who are these kids, Niall? They're the bracers who will be acting as our escorts and guides. They'll be taking the place of Cassius Bright, with whom we originally made arrangements. These young kids are? I'm Estelle. It's nice to meet you. And I'm Joshua. So it's Estelle and Joshua, is it? You may be young, but you seem reliable. I'm Dorothy Hyatt. I'm the new camerawoman for the Liberal News. At the moment, I'm training under Niall. Why'd I get stuck babysitting this blockhead of a girl? That damn editor-in-chief. Relax, relax. Something good will come out of all this soon enough. You're one to talk. Never mind, just forget it. Now that we've got everyone together, how about we go and get our story? Our destination is the Esmalas Tower, right? All right, let's go. Right on. God. Well, on to the tower. Estelle may be a ditz, but she's a lovable ditz at least. Back to the tower. Wow, this tower is really tall. I wonder how many floors it has. The last time we were here, we only made it as far as the second floor. But judging from the scale, I'd say it probably has about 5 or 6. There should be 5, at least that's what it said in the book at home. It was investigated some time ago, but it looks like it was abandoned after that. That reminds me, it seems like there are a number of other towers like this in Liberl. That's correct. There are towers similar to this one in Bose, Rouen, and Zeiss regions. They all seem to have been built around the time that the Liberl Kingdom was founded. Is that so? I think I'm starting to feel the history already. My job this time is to uncover the truth about them. Dorothy, give me a few long-angle shots of this place. Sure! Here we go. Amazing. Is a photographer's personality supposed to change by taking a camera in their hands like that? She certainly looks like a pro. Or not. She fell asleep. Ow. That really hurts, Neil. This happens every time you take a picture like that. Quit trying to act professional and just give me a shot using your usual style. I guess I shouldn't try to tone down my style just to look good. Well, I guess I'll have to do it in my own way. Oh, looking good, looking good. God! I don't get it! Why is she doing that when she's not taking photos of a person? Somehow, it just seems natural for her. She says that she can see the expression in the scenery, whatever that's supposed to mean. And believe it or not, she takes some pretty breathtaking pictures acting all ridiculous like that. I guess it could be considered a type of genius. That kind that's borderline insane, though. Wow. People sure never what they seem to be. Okay, I'm all done here. Alright then, let's get inside. We're headed for the roof. I'm counting on you two green hordes. You just have to leave it to us. We won't let any monsters lay a single paw on you. Please make sure to keep close behind us. It takes all types. It takes all types. Okay, so we got... Let's get an idea of what we're up against here. Yeah, we can almost one-shot him. Shouldn't be a real concern. And that's a winner. Three more. Crap. Hey, at least she's useful! For those who didn't catch that, she took a picture of the monster and gave it the blind status effect.
Let's do this! Alright, we're good to go.
At least we're getting good experience off this stuff, even though it's easy to kill. Okay, so it looks like our door is probably here, and I ran right past it. Yep. Third floor. Preemptive.
Piece of cake.
Yeah! She blinds the things that attacks her with her camera. Okay, so she won't do it every turn, but... And sometimes it don't work. That's right, just focus on the bracers. Now to finish it.
Alright, we're good to go.
There's a level up. Estelle learned Hurricane. Ooh, we got a lot of enemies here. Crap. Well, there's one down. Two. Blind? I don't like these things. I need to kill those. Another victory.
That's that then. Let's move out.
there's up to the next floor. Preemptive again. I'm gonna go after these things, because they're annoying. You will come here. You have a critical, so you'll attack something with full life. You can kill this. Yeah. Be nice. I'm gonna try. Crap. That's not good. That's it. Get the hell out of there. Crap.
Let's do this!
We're good to go!
Okay, this should be a bit better. That HP drain on their attacks sucks, though. Crap.
We're good to go!
Crap. Okay, these things suck.
that then. Let's move out.
Darn right they won't. I don't want to have to restart this damn tower. You do realize, Lord Pettit, that all me losing and failing to protect them would do is make me start this whole sequence over. You do realize that, right?
We're good to go.
Damn it!
All right, we're good to go.
Found a tear balm. Fifth floor. Apparently I went up the wrong way. Oh, there we go. This is only one of these annoying things.
All right, we're good to go.
Monster! Oh, wonderful. Monster in a box.
Let's do this!
Oh, great. These do that. Whatever was in this chest better be darn good after this.
All right, we're good to go.
Ooh, got me a lot of Septh. Tin staff. Looks like a new weapon for... It's a nice little attack upgrade. Okay, must need to go back up to the 5th floor through another path. Another chest. One down. Okie doke. Here's a chest. A defense boost. Not much of one, but it also increases movement range. Very nice. Actually, if that increases movement range, let's give those to Joshua. That's back down. Since she has a 2-step attack, her range is basically one more than his anyway. By giving him an extra piece of range, he can close in better. Okay. Ooh, bo. This is going to be rough. See here, she's got critical up.
We're good to go.
That hurt. There's a tree in the tower. Here we go. Esmalas Tower roof. Wow, it's bright out here. It looks like we finally made it to the rooftop. Would you look at the beautiful scenery? Now this is something else. It looks like we'll be able to get a better shot than I had originally anticipated. And that's the thing I was telling you about earlier. I wonder what that's supposed to be exactly. It looks like a giant Orbman-operated cauldron, if you ask me. According to my sources, it's some sort of ancient device, although nobody seems to know what exactly it's used for. Hey Joshua, did you know something like this was up here? Joshua? It's no use hiding. I think it would be wise to come out where we can see you. Huh? Please, don't hurt me. I'll come out already. I'm coming out right now. Who is this guy? So somebody arrived before we did, huh? What a surprise that was. Nice find, Joshua. And you are? I apologize. Please forgive me. I'll give you every last mirror I have. Please spare my life. Look here, buddy. Please don't mistake us for robbers or something weird. You do recognize this emblem, don't you? Estelle showed the man her guild emblem. Wait, isn't that the Bracer Guilds? So, you're trying to tell me that you're bracers? In the flesh. I'm Estelle and this is Joshua. And we here are reporters for the Liberal News. We're having these two provide our escort so we can get coverage on the tower. I'm relieved to hear that. Please, just don't ever scare me like that again. The fact that you came up here like that made me suspicious of you all. Look who's talking. You seem like quite the suspicious fellow yourself. Do you mind telling us who you are exactly? I apologize for the belated introduction. My name is Alba, and I'm an archaeologist. I came to investigate the tower in order to further my research of ancient civilizations. All alone? I'm surprised you made it here in one piece. Somewhat, but actually I've grown accustomed to investigating ruins like these. You see, I've got a lot of confidence in my ability to flee from monsters if need be. Although this time I found myself in a bit of a pickle. You are one crazy scholar if you ask me. However, being an archaeologist would mean you're familiar with the tower's origins, right? Well, more than the average person anyway. But since I've only just begun my investigation, there are still a lot of things I don't know myself. That's fine, but is there anything interesting you could tell us about this place? It'll be used for the article. Let's see. Has everyone heard of the Septerans before? I think Father Divine maybe said something about that before. You mean the 7 treasures endowed with power and bestowed upon the ancients by Idios, right? That's exactly what I'm referring to. It seems these ancients ruled its earth, seas, and skies using the power of these treasures. It has also been written that they were even able to unlock the secrets of time and life. Approximately 1,200 years ago, when this ancient civilization was destroyed by a mysterious calamity, these Septarians were also lost. That is the legend also recorded in the scriptures of the Septian Church. But what does that have to do with this tower? A part of the legend states that one of these Septarians slumbers somewhere within Libero. Its name, the Auroral. The Auroral. The word certainly has a strange ring to it. If the legend is really true, I figured I might be able to find some clues here at the tower, since it's one of the oldest ruins in all of Libero. So I came out to investigate. Ah, what an inspiring story. It is, isn't it? You can feel my passion for things of antiquity, right? This is splendid. I am overjoyed that there is someone else who understands the way I feel. So, did you find any of these clues you were looking for? I'm still working on that part. But if I can figure out how this device works, I might be onto something. I think it's an interesting story, but as it stands, it's a speculative one. From what you've told me, I'm sorry to say it wouldn't fly as an article. I see. It's extremely disappointing to hear. I'm surprised myself. Contrary to my expectations, you are serious about the articles you write. That's because I can't write articles based on certain news stories. We may run the occasional gossip column, but it's the policy of the Liberal News to verify our information. That aside, let's get what we came for, shall we? Dorothy, I want you to get several panorama shots of the Rolent region. Everything else I'll leave up to your aesthetic touch. Now get out there and get me some good pictures. Understood. Your apprentice Dorothy Hyatt is ready for action. And as for you, Mr. Archaeologist, how about heading back to town with us when you're done here? These 2 kids may look like a couple of brats, but they do a pretty fine job as escorts. Something about the way you said that makes me feel like it wasn't a compliment. If it's all right with you to have me along, then that's far more than I could ask for. Then I guess it's decided. So how about we take a break until Dorothy finishes getting her shots? Wow, the view is great from here. From this height, I can see all of Rolent. With scenery this good, if someone turned this place into a tourist spot, they'd probably make a boatload of Mira. Yeah, you're probably right about that. What's wrong? You look a little pale. I can't hide anything from you, can I? After we stepped onto the roof, I just started feeling a little woozy. Are you going to be okay? Yeah, I think I'll be alright once I get a bit of fresh air. Why don't you make the best of this opportunity and have a look around yourself? But broadening one's knowledge during a time like this is all part of being a bracer. If you come across anything of interest, then you can tell me about it later, alright? Sometimes you can be such a smooth talker, you know that? Alright, I'll have a look around, but if you start feeling any worse, you let me know, okay? Sure. Oh, Estelle, this place is wonderful, isn't it? I'm even starting to wonder if the number of photo courts is going to be enough. The scenery sure is great, like you say. By the way, what's a photo course? It's an ultra-thin crystal circuit fabricated from septium. It's set up so that you can take a photograph by burning it with light. That's just what I'd expect from a camera woman, someone who knows the tools of the trade. Tee, that reminds me, what's the deal with Joshua? Well, he says he's getting some fresh air. A raven-haired young man standing silently in the flowing breeze. I think I could take a really good picture with that kind of setting. Do you think he'd let me snap a shot of him if I asked? He doesn't seem to be a fan of that kind of stuff. I think he'd probably turn you down. Aw, what a waste. He's probably just shy, right? Oh man, the taste of a cigarette is wonderful. At first I wasn't in the mood to come do a story in a rural place like Rolent, but sometimes these types of places aren't so bad. If you want to be rude like that, then maybe you shouldn't have come at all. No can do. This was a direct order from the editor-in-chief to teach that blockheaded girl a thing or two. Otherwise, I'd be all over the kingdom searching for the latest scoop right now. When you say scoop, don't you just mean gossip for your next article? Not that I have anything against gossip, but reportage is predominantly greater. And in that sense, the place that I had my interest piked is Bose. The Bose region? Did something happen there? A number of large burglaries have taken place, one after another. The identity of the criminals is unknown, but it seems as though the group has got a pair of wings. Wings? Oh, I see. An airship, right? What are they, sky bandits or something? That seems to be the most logical conclusion. But there's also the possibility that this could be an imitative deception by the Ebronian Empire. What? That's impossible. We're supposed to have a peace treaty with them. Sure, but the Empire incurred some heavy losses during the war 10 years ago. They can't do much now that every other nation on the continent has their eye on them, but it could be a way to get back at us. That said, nobody really knows for sure, which is why our job as reporters is to bring these things to light. Oh, hi there. Estelle, was it? Is your partner feeling all right? Yeah, he said he just wants to get a bit of fresh air. I see. There's certainly a nice breeze up here, isn't there? I wanted to say, however, that I'm impressed that the both of you are bracers at such a young age. I mean, if I remember correctly, one must be at least 16 years of age to qualify to become a bracer, right? And yes, Lord Pettit, I agree with you. You sure know your stuff. And that's right, I'm exactly 16 myself. How nice it is to be young. There are limitless possibilities at that age. If I were about 10 years younger, I'd solve the mysteries of all these ancient ruins across the entire continent with these very hands. The entire continent, huh? It's a pretty tall order. Which means that you're not from Liberal, right? No, I was born in the north. But just for the record, I'm not from Erebona. You don't have to worry about that. Although I hate war with a passion, that hatred isn't directed at the people of the Empire. You lost someone dear to you? Yeah, my mother. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring up any painful memories. It's okay, it happened more than 10 years ago. And since then, there's been a new addition to the family. Oh, so you mean that boy over there? Yeah, he's like a little brother. Although he's probably trying to act more like an older brother. I wonder why I'm telling you all of this. Usually this isn't the kind of thing that a person just tells others. It's perfectly fine. Aren't good relations such a wonderful thing? Are you still feeling sick, Joshua? No, I'm much better. I should be good to head back whenever everybody's ready. I'm relieved to hear that. What brought this all on, anyway? I doubt it was a lack of oxygen in the tower, because the rest of us are all right. Maybe it was a sudden fear of heights? I don't think so. Estelle, Joshua... Are you finished taking pictures? You bet I am, and I got a lot of good ones, too. Then it looks like we're done here. How about we head back to town? All right, greenhorns, lead the way. I'm counting on you, children. Good. I was worried we were going to have to walk back down the tower. Thank you so much for escorting me back here. This is the first time I've ever been able to make it back for some ruins without being chased or bitten or... I don't know how to begin to express my appreciation. You don't need to thank us. It's our duty as bracers. I think you'd be better off hiring some bracers to begin with next time so you go off to investigate some ruins. My head says yes, but my wallet says no. I'll try to save up a bit, though. Well, have a wonderful day, and I hope we can all meet again. I think it's about time we said goodbye as well. I was a bit nervous at first, but you kids did a fine job. Let me just say thank you to the both of you. That's what I like to call raw skill. Now don't get all cocky on me. The bracers I know would make you two look like little fledglings, not ready to leave the nest. You're going to need to work harder. I'll try to remember that. So are the two of you headed back to the company soon? Nah, we're going to spend a day or so relaxing here in Rolent. I need to write up a rough draft for some articles and such. I'll head over to the Arbol factory and get these photographs developed. Take it easy, you two. I guess that's the last of the jobs we got from Dad. They were much tougher than I thought they'd be. I agree with you there. I feel like I have a greater awareness now what it means to be a bracer. It's not just about fighting for justice. There you go again, saying all the right things. But yeah, I guess I get where you're coming from. It seems like we've got a long road ahead of us if we want to succeed in this profession. For the time being, why don't we report to the guild? That sounds like a good idea. Oh, but before we go, how are you doing? Still not feeling well? Thanks for asking, but I'm feeling a lot better. Oh, Estelle and Joshua. Shara, what are you doing here? This is a rare occasion. You're usually out and about. I just finished the jobs I took over for your father, and I was reporting to the guild. So you finished your load too, huh? Somehow or other, I guess. I heard from Ina that you guys aren't doing too bad yourselves. I guess everything I went through to train the two of you amounted to something. We're grateful too. Well, I guess we'll report in as well then. Go ahead, let's hear what you've got. Good work, you two. How about you, Sherazard? Don't you think they've done a fine job? For a bunch of newbies, you did an average job. But you shouldn't be satisfied with that level of work. Especially you, Estelle. You're always the first to get on that high horse of yours. Take it easy, LP. Thanks for tagging in. Okay, I get it already. Great work, all of you. I'm surprised that we were able to fill the work gap left by Cassius so quickly. I wonder if we'll be able to relax for a bit now. I don't know, I can imagine that the downtime might be a bit of a drag. Well, that won't be a problem, as there are plenty of other small jobs like patrolling the roads and exterminating monsters. It's been a while since I've been able to take a break. Alright, it's time for my reward. I'm going to drink until I can't drink anymore tonight. Estelle, Joshua, you two join me as well. We have to watch you get plastered and make a fool of yourself? Oh, so what you're saying is you're turning down my invitation? You've got a lot of nerve to do something like that to your mentor. What am I supposed to say? Your drinking habits are intolerable. You cause a ruckus, dance like a maniac, and try to strip in public. Agreed. It's pretty embarrassing. Sherazard, just where do you think you're going to take these underage kids? Come on, the alcohol is what makes things entertaining. But if you're so against coming with me, then I don't need you, Estelle. Really? Yep. Instead, I'll just have Joshua make up for your absence. Why me? Shara? Now hold on a minute. Joshua, you look like you'll make a fine companion. Whether we're talking booze or something else behind closed doors, I'll help break you in. Break me in? All right, you big pervert, Joshua. What are you drooling like that? It's not what you think. We've got a major problem. Huh? Mayor Clouds? Estelle, Joshua, and Sherazard, am I glad to see you? Saved by the bell. What's wrong, sir, and why are you in such a hurry? This is terrible. My home, disaster. It's gone. What? Alright, calm down, Major Klaus. Take a deep breath and let it out. Apparently, it seems as though my home was robbed while I was out. What? That's not being calm at all, Estelle. I had something to speak with Father Divine about, and so I was over at the chapel. When I came home, it was rather odd for no one to greet me at the door, so I looked around and the rooms were in a state of great disarray. Well, wait, what about your wife and Lita? Don't worry, they're both fine. I found them locked up in the attic room. That's a relief to hear. It's lucky that no harm came to anyone. I won't get us anywhere just sitting around here, so could you take us to the crime scene, Mayor Klaus? Absolutely. I appreciate your cooperation. Wait for me, I'm going too. Good idea. We may be able to be of some help. Well, if you insist. Ina will be at the mayor's place investigating the incident. If you have anything come up, toss it onto Ridge's shoulders. I'm sure he's just relaxing at the bar anyway. Yes, I'll do that, and everyone be careful. Wow, this place is an absolute mess. The crooks really tore through here. Look, the safe! The septium, which was supposed to be given to Her Majesty the Queen, has been stolen. I'm really sorry, especially after having you go to all the trouble to bring it here. It's not you who should be apologizing, it's the crooks who are in the wrong. By the way, how are the other rooms in the house? The other rooms, for the most part, appear to have been left untouched. They're about as messy as the attic room in which my wife and Lita were locked up in. Estelle, Joshua, there's something I want you to do. Which is? I'll speak with the mayor about the incident. I want you to check out the inside of the house. You mean like an on-site investigation? Are you sure we're up to the task? Since we're all here, splitting up would be the best way to cover the most ground, no? Alright, we'll see what we can do. Be prudent and accurate. Alright, Mayor Klaus, how about we talk in the parlor? Sure. Now, where to begin? An on-site investigation, huh? I'm starting to get butterflies in my stomach. How about we start from this room? And let's not forget to ask for witness statements from the other residents. Sounds like a plan. The gift that we delivered to the mayor for the Queen is... Those crooks are not going to get away from this. It doesn't look like they jimmied the door either. They must have decrypted the combination and opened it, or... Could they really have cracked the combination? It's not impossible, but I imagine it'd be difficult for anyone besides a skilled pro. My best guess is they figured out the combination using a much simpler means. What do you mean by simpler means? Let's see. They could have, for example, dusted the buttons with a special powder. A powder like that would have absorptive properties, and due to its fineness, it would be invisible to the naked eye. However, if a blue light were placed over it, it would glow. Alright, and now let's imagine for a minute that the mayor entered the combination with the powder present. The powder on the buttons would stick to his fingers and come off. This would be one way to know which buttons were pressed. Now wait a minute. Wouldn't they still not know the order in which the buttons were pressed? That's not exactly the case. As the powder collected on the fingers increases, the amount taken from the buttons would decrease. In other words, the crooks could press the buttons in the order starting from the least luminescent. It might be a little more difficult if there were duplicate numbers, but the crooks should be able to make a pretty good guess as to what they are. That makes sense. Joshua, are you a genius or something? That's just basic knowledge. Anyway, let's check out the buttons. Just as I thought, powder was used. Now there's no doubt in my mind that this safe was opened using the same method I just explained. Oh, right. Now the big question is, who dusted the buttons with that powder? We know it would have to at least be someone who visited the residence. Right. Now figuring out who that is, that's going to be the tricky part. This place is all torn apart. Lita would probably faint if she saw this. It looks like all the books on the shelf have been scattered about the room. It seems kind of senseless to have done all this. There are several documents inside the drawer. They don't appear to have been disturbed. They seem to be documents regarding Rolette City's government. The fact that these are as they are suggests there was no political aim involved. It's just like the mayor to have a ton of difficult books like this. It looks like he's got some valuable antique books here as well. The criminals either had no idea about the value of the books, or... This is just a clutter box, right? It's empty as well. The box lock looks like it was burned off. The criminals may have used an orbital gun. This pot's been tipped over, but there's nothing inside. It looks like it only tipped over after being hit by something with force. I had such a scare. I was cleaning up the attic when suddenly a bunch of masked men came barging in. Masked men, huh? That means this wasn't a one-man job. How many people were in the group? I'd probably guess about 3 or 4. Well, that reminds me, one of them was short. It might have even been a girl. Are you all right, ma'am? Yes, I'm fine. The intruders weren't violent towards us. Is there anything you noticed in particular about the intruders? They were wearing masks, so I wouldn't be able to tell you about any specific features. That reminds me, I'm certain the front door was locked. I locked the door just to be safe since my husband had gone to the chapel, and there were just the 2 of us here. I wonder how in the world they got in. The front door was locked. You're probably thinking along the same lines I am, Ace. Huh? What's this? Found Servius leaf. Don't you think it's a bit strange for a leaf to be in a place like this? On top of that, it's not a type that grows around here. You're sharp, Estelle. This is the place where the residents were locked up. It was probably dropped by one of the criminals as they were locking everybody up. So it's a key piece of material evidence, right? Look, there are some marks on this railing. You're right, and they're fresh, too. It looks like something metal dug into the wood. No, there don't seem to be any more points to investigate. Are you really done investigating? Seems a little too quick to me. How about looking around a little more carefully? Okay, so there is something else still. Let's see here. We found the deal on the balcony. Doesn't seem to be anything else to interact with here. When I think about the fact that I'm going to have to clean up that study, my head starts to spin. When I get my hands on those criminals, I'm going to give them a beating like they'll never forget. It looks like the intruders took off with a bunch of preserved food. I wonder if they were hungry. Preserved food. Let's see here. We investigated that bookshelf. We got the table. We got the vase. Got that shelf. We got the mark on the railing. Something I'm missing, but what? Checked that. Checked that. We checked that. And this one was the same thing. Obviously did the safe. We did this shelf. You don't have anything new to say. Doesn't seem to be anything else upstairs to look at. I can't get up the ladder. Can't turn the camera. There's no investigation points there. That's that shelf. That's the table. That's the chest. Oh, I haven't talked to the... Yeah. This is what things looked like when I came home. I didn't get a glimpse of the criminals either. What the hell? They said that... Oh, here we go. They said that the door was locked at the time of the burglary, right? It doesn't look like the lock's been broken either. Which means they got in another way. That was probably it. I had the mayor run me through all the details. How about you two? Did you find anything? Yep. Alright, then let's check the details one by one and see what you've come up with. First off, what were the criminals after? The septium in the safe. How many of them were there? It was a group of 3 or 4. Where did they get into the house from? From the terrace on the 2nd floor. Point blank, what is the portrait of those who have thought to have committed the crime? A traveler who visited recently. Wow, you did a good job investigating. It looks like we'll be able to specify who the criminals are with this information. Mayor Klaus, over the past 2 or 3 days, have you had any new faces in your study? When you put it that way, I guess there's been a number of people. That reporter from the magazine was one. Oh, so those 2 came to visit you too, huh? But at the time of the crime, they were with us at Esmalas Tower. I think we can cross them off the list of suspects. I see. So, Mayor Klaus, were there any others? Other than that, there was only Josette. But let's not kid ourselves here. I think it'd be a bit of a stretch for her to be our thief. After all, she's a student at the Royal Academy. Criminals aren't always dressed so they can be easily spotted. As for a school uniform, someone put their mind to it, they could create a replica. But I'm telling you, she was a really nice girl. She was modest and courteous. Right, Joshua? I'm sorry to say this, but I completely disagree. Huh? During that time when the mayor put the septium into the safe, that girl's eyes lit up like a hunter's eyeing her prey. Of course, since I had no conclusive evidence, I couldn't call her out on it. But at least to me, she didn't look like any ordinary student. You must be joking. Unbelievable. At any rate, it looks like we're going to have to ask this girl a few questions. You wouldn't happen to know where she is, would you? If I remember right, she should be staying at the hotel. But she said something about taking off from Rolent sometime today. Well, it looks like we're going to have to hurry then. Estelle, Joshua, let's try the hotel first. Right. Understood. Well, we're out of time. So it's time to save. As always, I hope you've enjoyed. And I hope you've had a good time during the stream. And we'll be back to continue this little adventure next week. So, have a good evening, everybody. Enjoy the rest of what's left of your weekend. And we'll see you again next time. Take it easy.